What happened? The whole village is corrupted. The soil reeks of decay, and even the nearby plants have wilted. Where are the villagers? The Dusk Patrollers didn't receive any requests for help.
Look at the mess. And the half-open doors. The villagers must have fled in a hurry.
The ground here is exactly the same as the grape fields in Ryham. Someone must have been performing corruption magic here for a long time. Maybe even a few years.
So if we don't completely clear out the corruption, the places we found would end up like this too? The forest, labyrinth, and even Lunadorf would all end up like this. Ah! Curses! This is unforgivable!
Is Eomir going to sacrifice the whole village just to accomplish his goals?
The most important thing now is to clear out corruption.
Lawson, please stay calm. We might be able to find some clues here. Even a little helps. The villagers have been plagued by corruption for days. Eventually, as the corruption spread, they had to leave their homes. The village ended up looking like what we see now. Eomir knew all along but chose to turn a blind eye. He used the reputation of a sage to calm the villagers, but allowed things to unfold. He is truly a disgrace to the name of a sage.
Judging from the dates on the diary, the corruption started a long time ago. This may have been the first place to be affected. Things might have been different if the Dusk Patrollers had known earlier.
That rascal! What does he take lives for? He and the Adamant Syndicate actually started corruption right in a place where villagers live. Does he see both the forest and its inhabitants as mere pawns to be sacrificed for his aims?
However, commencing action is still within our grasp. We need to stop Eomir.
Are you trying to cleanse the entire village in one go? Given your present condition, your body might struggle to cope with such intense magic expenditure. How could you?
Magister, Chippy may not know much about magic, but as your familiar, Chippy will support your decision.
Chippy!
It is our mission to trust the Magister and protect him whenever we can.
Ah, Chippy. If anything, use my magic too. I am your familiar, and you can draw power from me. I never want to see you in pain again.
You just made the best choice. You just made the best choice. You just made the best choice.
May the wind and frost unite as one.
Quick! More earth!
The one responsible for the corruption is right here in front of you. And yet you're holding back. Young mage, don't try to use your limited knowledge to underestimate an immortal Graveborn. That's rude.
He is right. The Graveborns linger between life and death, belonging neither to the dawn nor to the night. How can they possess the power of life?
Corruption. Life. Resurrection. The trees surrounding the village, where corrupted roots entwine, wilt, and wither. Meanwhile, the Graveborns, who shouldn't have the ability to resurrect, keep coming back. I get it. You are stealing the life force of the Dark Forest.
You mean they draw life from the surroundings through the corrupted roots and channel it back into themselves?
Precisely. This is why Eomir sought to join forces with the Adamant Syndicate and corrupt the Lucent Tree. He's planning to seize the gift bestowed upon the forest by Misate. A long and enduring life.
How come you don't seem surprised at all by this conclusion?
Well, it seems that occasionally there are some bright minds among the living. Well, let me continue savoring your struggle. Come now, you think I'd use my full strength against weaklings like you?
Hold on, I hear something. I hear the sound carried by the wind. Eomir's leading the Thorn Guards to the Lucent Tree. He intends to implore Masate for divine blessings, asking for the eradication of all corruption.
We've been tricked. She's here to hold us back so Eomir can corrupt the Lucent Tree.
I do appreciate smart individuals. But as mere mortals, it's better for you to be dumb.
Watch out, she's about to attack.
Eomir, you hired goons to eliminate your opponents, blamed the outsiders, and under the guise of the ritual, you're corrupting the Lucent Tree. Unforgivable.
Nonsense! Get rid of these traitors!
The corruption of the forest has long been removed. Your evil plan ends here. Wilders of the Dark Forest, open your eyes. He is our real enemy.
Loathsome worms!
I'll be praised for this, right?
Aaron and Laika have joined forces with the outsiders to disrupt the sacred ceremony under the Lucent Tree. Go stop them.
Yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm the captain of the Dusk Patrollers. This is a diary we found from a northern village. It was left behind by a Wilder. His village has been corrupted and is devoid of life. Please take a look at this diary. It is written in blood and tears. Why doesn't Master Eomir come here anymore? Where are the Thorn Guards? Alas, I must leave. Farewell, my village. I know you made a vow to take on the form of thorns and guard the forest when you joined the Thorn Guards. Tell me, why did Eomir stand by and watch our beloved people lose their homes to the corruption without intervening?
A Dusk Patroller and an Outlander? I don't believe your words.
Why would Master Eomir corrupt the sacred Lucent Tree?
Misata bestowed upon us the Lucent Tree, a sight for generations of children to behold. The sacred tree is eternal, but with the corruption spread throughout the entire forest, Eomir is able to corrupt the Lucent Tree itself and seize its life force for himself. Eomir has gained power, status, and your trust. However, he has reached the twilight of his life. There is only one thing in the world that makes a man willing to give up power and fame. That's eternal life.
Eternal life?
Dear members of the Thorned faction, please, take a look at our lucent tree. Look at its roots, the spring beneath its shade, and the leaves that once sparkled like stars. What has become of them now? It's not we who corrupted the lucent tree, but Eomir, in whom your trust lies. I will no longer address him as a sage, for he is not a sage, but a sinner of the forest.
Scion of the lucent tree?
Yes. I am the scion of the lucent tree. Now I'd like to tell everyone what I heard from the lucent tree. I heard its prayers tainted by corruption, filled with sorrow for our blindness. Yet it persisted in seeking Misate's forgiveness.
Misati above? Did you really hear the voice of the lucent tree?
Master Eomir? Is it true what they just said?
Nonsense. There's no such thing as the scion of the lucent tree. In the name of the Thorn, I command you to take them down.
But...
Misate gave us eyes to see right and wrong, and ears to hear the true voices of the forest. Children of the forest, I implore you to see and hear the truth, and use your weapons against the true enemy of the Dark Forest, Eomir.
Aaron! Cisia, finish them.
Eomir, this is the last time.
Cisia, why did you stop? I gave you the power. You can't possibly lose.
How foolish.
What did you just say?
Our scheme has been revealed. We can no longer drain the life force of the lucent tree. While I haven't obtained everything as desired, the coveted portion of power is already within my grasp. Tell me, what reason remains for me to lower myself and assist a mere mortal?
Are you going to break our agreement?
A hypocrite like you dare to command an immortal Graveborn? I'm done with your tedious farce.
Lucent Tree, I'm sorry that we weren't able to protect you. No. I only said that because the situation was dire. Everyone is so convinced that I am the scion of the Lucent Tree, so I had to use the title and Misate's name to get them to trust you and like her. In the end, I used Misate's name in vain to deceive my fellow Wilders. But I shall shoulder guilt. I know there is little hope, but do you think you can cleanse the Lucent Tree?
No! Stop! You've used too much magic along the way! The lucent tree holds Misate's divine power. Clearing all of its corruption would demand a huge amount of magic. Your life could be in danger. I will not concede on this matter. Let's explore other options. No matter how tough it gets, Chippy and I will always be with you.
It's all right, Miss Hammy. You've done us a favor in protecting the Lucent Tree. We can't ask for more. Your kindness is something even the most beautiful starlight cannot repay. Lawson, say something.
No.
Lawson, you know everyone has done their best.
I didn't give my all. I could have done better. But now all possible solutions have been tried. He has tried his hardest. You've put in effort, and Aaron as well. But I couldn't help it all. But if even Magister Merlin can't cleanse the Lucent Tree, who else is there to save the forest?
What did you just say?
What did you just call him? Magister Merlin? Are you really Magister Merlin? The greatest mage of all time?
Every place I've journeyed to has tales of Magister Merlin. That explains how you can cleanse corruption. Why didn't you tell us earlier? We could have hosted you more fittingly.
Oops! I didn't mean to say anything. Please forgive me. I have no idea.
The tides of fate may yet turn. The Lucent Tree is not yet fully corrupted. Your timely intervention prevented the complete usurpation of its power.
Brian! Granny Donny!
I too am a Wind Whisperer.
Sorry, children. I'm late. Merlin, if we had found you sooner, the Dark Forest might not have become like this. I condemned Yrmir before, but now I realize I have also neglected my duties. Alas. Brian must have told you that Arden has secluded himself in the Verduso Mountains. Legend has it that in the Verduso Mountains, there exists a way to directly beseech Basati. It's a legend upheld among the sages, and Arden likely ventured to the Verduso Mountains for this. That old man left the affairs of the Dark Forest unattended, just to go on a wild goose chase. Alas, I've fared no better than he. We're getting old. Maybe the responsibility of looking after the forest can't be carried on our old shoulders anymore.
Magister Merlin, may I lead the way for you? Arden's protracted silence has become a source of concern among the Wind Whisperers. Indeed.
I'm glad you're still willing to help us, Magister Merlin.
We are so grateful for your help.
So next up is the Verdusa Mountains. We need to find Grandpa Arden and see if he has a way to save the Lucent Tree. Let's go!